2nd and 6 coming up here. Now a shotgun handoff to Brown. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. They give it to Spiller. And he has this one past the 50 and will start downhill into Bengals territory. Minute 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Short pass brought in. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. Hauled in left side. And they bring him down around the 34.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Second and 3 now. From the gun, a give to Brown. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
Extra DB out there for the Bengals. 3rd down coming. They go play action. Here's Herbert. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So it's gonna be 4th and short.
Defender's not gonna be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on downs.
That play is a go-to so many times in this down and distances. But defenses, well, they can expect it too. And look at the defensive line, man, were they ever ready for it? Tremendous push inside and kept them from reaching the chains.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Slot receiver headed left. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. It's caught. Herbert. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options, well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Third and just 2 to go. They put a receiver in motion right. This gets the 1st and more. He's down the sideline into the red zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati! The Bengals don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. So our first score of the game here as they cap off that drive with a touchdown.
It's really what you're looking for, Kate, offensively. You want to force the other guys into thinking they need to play a little catch-up right away. So a nice job to get that first score and take early control of this game.
Evan McPherson on to try the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bengals will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They motion the tight end over. Straight ahead, it's Brown. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Herbert from the gun. That one's taken in by the rookie out of USC. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. Third and just 2 to go. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
And this one touchdown inside the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll be 1st down, Bengals.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
They'll throw on 1st. Dumped off to his running back. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. They get 13 on the pickup. And it sets up a Cincinnati 1st down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Taking a deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter. Second and 10 now. Still going inside the 35. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. We will not get another play in here. That's going to do it for quarter number 1. Neither side separating much so far. We're back to SoFi right after this. Time for our 2nd quarter. It'll be Bengals football to begin. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. He's got it in the red zone. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. Oh, putting him in the spin cycle. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out. Pick up a 5 on that play. And it'll be first down, Bengals.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine. And that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
All right, all set up now. First and 10. They'll run it from the gun. And the reverse call pays off. Some decent yardage before he's brought down.
Well, this offense is trying to keep the defense off balance down here in the red zone, mixing the receiver runs with everything else they love to do. And the best part is, it's working. He gets them several yards on that play.
After a good pickup, they've got second and 4. Touchdown, Cincinnati! Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock, but I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
That one right down the middle. And the Bengals double their lead to 14. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Brown on the inside give. And they needed more than one defender. Their powerful runner stopped for just 1 yard. They'll come to the line here, second and 9. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Here's Herbert. He'll get this one to Brown. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
It's plays like that, Kate, right wrong, where I sit and judge a defense. I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on third down.
Jukes out a one-stop. And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down. Officially an even 40 yards on the punt. And it'll be Bengals football. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. They'll empty the backfield and motion him right. That's incomplete, trying to set up the screen there.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. Makes a cut to the right sideline. And he's out and clear. He makes it in for the Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals take a 20-zip lead. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. It has been wash, rinse, repeat for them offensively, Brock, because, well, we all wait for this defense to find a little backbone before this becomes a runaway.
Yeah, I'm a little torn up here in this booth because you're exactly right. Offensively, this is just a machine. Surgical. Defensively, you're running the risk of being embarrassed here pretty quickly.
That one splits the uprights. And the Bengals stretch their lead to 21. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. From his own end zone, here we go. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. From the gun, they go with Spiller. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Herbert back to throw. He'll get this to Henry. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I'm sure Coach, a play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
1st and 10. Here's Herbert. That's taken in by Henry. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Throwing now, Herbert. Has a man, it's Brown. And not much doing, he stopped quickly.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Man in motion here. Herbert now off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop him. And that pushes them back, 3rd down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Could not beat the defender there. And that brings up 4th and long.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react? Read and react. You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. They snap it to Herbert. Henry on the catch. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Herbert on 1st down. That's complete. Here's Brown. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get him enough yards for the 1st, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Working inside the red zone. Dumps it off to his running back. And nothing doing on that run. Defenders bottle it up quickly. LA uses a timeout here. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Herbert to throw once more. And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers chop some of the lead off before the half. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball.
Now we have a stoppage. No challenges inside of 2 minutes and a half, but the replay official wants to take another look at this on their own. So the officials looked at it twice. The replay officials in New York agreed, and the call on the field's going to stand. Dicker's extra point is up and good. And the Chargers get it back to a 14-point game. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. Pass play on 1st and 10. It's taken in by Herbert. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
One play in, and already they're close to midfield. Throw complete to Herbert. And a solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
Second and 3 now. Here's a throw. Fits it through the middle. It's inside the 10. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals get more points to end a lopsided first half. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. And wow, Brock, this one is no good. He has been automatic so far this season, but for the first time here, he whiffs on that extra point. So following the missed point after, a chance to take his frustrations out on that football as he sends this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Only 17 seconds left for him as they begin this drive. Tight end in motion left. 1st and 10, Herbert. Catch is made down the right sideline. It's a massive